peace, but talking peace. And walk the streets where artsy markets be. Many promoters where I live, but yo, they talk is cheap. Right. Across the street, I see a couple cats sparking beef. Lost to me as with urban youth and heat for cheap prices. I operate mic devices. Transmit through speakers to communicate what life is. Giving more than just my two bare knuckles to fight with. Spirit motivated to elaborate that Christ lives. I'm a fan of the slam dance, passion and movement. When the chains loosen, crash course exclusive. Landscape destructor with a love for trying to build. Start from scratch to accurately capture what I feel. I'm ill from a contagious sickness. I'm in the midst of individuals channeling energy so intense that it's instant upon exposure. Ready to strike like the cobra. I contend for what I know is truth until the game. Oh, now.
You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. The show is coming up in about 2 minutes. Don't go away. Stay tuned. Check it. Identify with the positive vibe. Optimist opportunities, not opt into options. Dangerous mind with a clear conscience. Open up and you might get it. That's right, I said it. One of the four to testify you're living lightheaded. Pure thought, mic check, tenant. Put it in an Abraham descendant, man, I'm wrecking it. Isolate your style so you're not tempted to blend it with the temperament of the popular developing tenements of skill. That's why I make sure my step to the rhythm's original. Skip the bullseye. Common vision ends up in crowded centers. An orthodox approach, so I aim for the outer edges. It's about to be on and popping. Show coming up in about a minute and a half. Stay tuned.
Now on and on, I'm on the odyssey, auditing the product of modern artistry. Don't bother me, I'm honestly starting too hard into all of the common songs of talking of problems, but never commenting on proper ways to solve. Call a response from the audience is all the Darwinies have started all against all them and said it. Our investments would expose the hearts and tenants. Obvious we're all dissolving in a...
You're locked and loaded and listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Y'all don't hear me, though. The show is coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stay tuned.
Solve a bit of numbers while the crowd was getting lost in it. The gathering for unity has proved to be the start of it. Hip-hop is an economist, so like, I'll have a problem with it. Can't we all just play our role and live the way that God intended? Cause see, when the song is ended, try not to be all offended. I'm calling the shots intending to water the land in me.
Stewart Media and Entertainment. Let's go.
Yo, check this out. Wait till they pick up the phone. Check this out.
Hello, Puppet Factory.
Yeah. Can I speak to Dan Patrick or Colin Cowherd or Skip Bayless or that ninja Stephen A. Smith?
Nah, bruh. They not here.
Hey, yo, tell them. Dougie Stewart and the Stewie said, since they think they show hot and they sports talk, guy talk soldiers, tell them we'll go to war.
Listen up, sports talk show fans and Puppet Factory refugees. Tired of predictable rants, relentless bullfish, and politically correct propaganda? No worries. Doug Stewart to the rescue.
Oh, punk-ass Tom Brady.
The police think they can shoot a ninja in the back just because he's a ninja? I say...
Yes, sir.
Get the hell out of here with that scripted sports talk radio, because you just entered the TDSS zone.
Ball peanuts for you. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
I don't know what they want from me. I feed them, and I clothe them, and I rejuvenate them. Inflation, baby.
Buckle up, boys and girls, and get ready to ride raw with the realest, trillest sports and guy talk show in the world. This is the Doug Stewart Show.
Yes!
Talk that in my ear, but
yeah!
Come down here. Anyone else step on us, you can trust Yeah. Let's go. Let's go, Stewies. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's happening? Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, the realest sports and guy talk show in America. Yeah. Oh, boy. Thank you for joining your boy. Thank you for joining your boy. I really do appreciate it. Fabulous. Bring it back. Oh, boy. We just trying to move on, man. We just trying to move on. Welcome to the Doug Stewart Show, man. This is a Tribute Tuesday. Thank you for joining your folk. Oh, boy. Thank you for joining your folk. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, there's a couple things I need you to do. I need you to go to Spreaker.com. That's speaker with an aura. Okay, Spreaker.com. Search and find the Doug Stewart Show. Once you find it, it's very simple to do that. Once you find it, hit the follow button. That's very important that you do that as well, so that when this show or any other show on the network goes live, you'll get a little alert, like on your phone through Facebook, Twitter, or maybe just even an email. And the second thing I need you to do is to click on the chat bubble. We have the best chat room in the world. I call it the fantasy island of sports and guy chat, and its inhabitants, the people inside that chat room, I call them the Stewies. Good morning, Stewies. Yeah. And so post your thoughts in the chat room, man. I read it all throughout the show. It makes this the most interactive sports and guy talk show in America. What do we do around here, man? We do, obviously we talk about sports, all the little stories that are associated with sports. But we also talk about everything else in the world that's interesting. So whether that's a social issue, whether that's entertainment, might even be politics every once in a while, man. We touch upon politics. We got to be, like everybody else, we have to be talking about the new orange dude that's in office. So we go across the gamut. We talk about anything and everything that you feel is interesting and noteworthy. All right. We also do Dougie Dailies, where I kind of like ask a question and you give me an answer. We do top fives, where we come together and put together a top five list on a particular subject. I didn't even mention it. I don't think I mentioned it as well. We also have a phone number that you can call, 404-382-0338, and call into the show live. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. We got all these different themes to the shows for each day of the week. Like today is a Tribute Tuesday. We pay tribute to a particular artist. We're going to flip it a little bit today, man, for the Stewies out there listening, the daily, the regulars. We're going to flip it a little bit today. I don't know why it's coming into play over the last couple of days. I'm trying to think. I know why. A couple of days ago, I played one of the Soul of Soul songs. And it started me reminiscing about Soul of Soul and how they were the group, the big group back in 1989. That's what it was. Last week on Throwback Thursday, which is another day of the week, we kind of threw it back and talked a little bit about 1989. And I was mentioning how Soul to Soul, this music group, was like the big group back then. And it got me thinking, and then it kind of tied in with the movie Belly. So today we're going to pay homage to the soundtrack for the movie Belly. That's what we're going to do today. All right? So that's what we're going to do today. A little different, not a particular artist or a group or anything like that, a rapper or anything like that. We're going to pay tribute to a soundtrack. That's right. Belly is a 1998 American crime drama film directed by music video director Hype Williams in his film directing debut. It was filmed in New York City. The film stars rapper DMX and Nas alongside Terrell Hicks. Yes, sir, Keisha. Method Man, dancehall artist Louis Rankin, and R&B singer T-Boz. Besides starring in the film, Nas also narrates and collaborated with Hype Williams on the film script along with DMX in the movie as well. So today we're going to play tribute with the music, and there are a couple of particular songs from the movie that are going to jump out at you. Clearly the first song that when the movie starts is going to jump out at you. I actually have the Belly poster in my the movie poster in my basement at the house, and so I'm a big fan of that movie. The end of the damn movie I didn't like. Yeah, the end of the movie, if you remember Belly, the end of the movie was real disjointed, man. It seems like they ran out of money. They ran out of money for the budget for the film. But all in all, it was a good movie. So we're going to take you back with the music today on the Doug Stewart Show from Belly, the soundtrack of Belly. We're going to get into, the title of today's show here in a second. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, man, thank you to everybody that clicked like on the little video that we put out yesterday. Thank you to everybody that shared the video. And basically, if you listened to the show yesterday, most of y'all listen to the show, but we do have new listeners every day. I lost it yesterday, man, with this whole Falcons loss and what happened the night before, man, in the Super Bowl. And I lost it in the studio, and it was kind of embarrassing, but we agreed, the staff agreed that it was real emotion, and we put it out there. So we've got a lot of likes, man. A lot of people definitely can relate, can identify to the hurt right now you're feeling if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan. Let me say this once again. I always have to say this. I'm not even the biggest Falcon fan. I have to always say that because I don't want people to say, oh, he's a bandwagon or anything like that. No, I'm not. I'm not the biggest Falcon fan. I wasn't born here in Atlanta, Georgia, man. But I have followed this team, and I have rooted for this team because I've been here for 20-plus years. And so I've been to pretty much, 90% of the games here in Atlanta at the Georgia Dome and tailgated with all our peoples and whatever. So it's a lot of personal what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of us we put into this team, representing the city, man, and it just hurts to see them lose the way that they did the other night. So that's it, man. And really, I'm not upset, and I've said this a couple times yesterday as well. I feel like a broken record again. It's not even me. Like instantly when the game was over, man, I felt bad for all of the diehards. Like, really? And I said this yesterday on Bomani Jones' show. Shouts out to Bomani Jones. I was on his show yesterday for a couple of minutes talking about this. But it's not even about me, man. It's almost like really? Like how could this happen? And just the sheer shock of losing in the fashion that they did, man, it's just tough to swallow. And I know, and I talked to a lot of Falcons fans yesterday, cats that I would call diehard Falcons fans. My boy Ron, him and a bunch, about 10 other cats took an RV down to Houston. They were down there for 3 or 4 days. So people invested a lot into this team once again. In the Super Bowl run, one of the bros, Claude, he took his whole family down there. They rented an RV as well. They took their whole family down there. These people take off from work. They took off from work for a couple of days to go down there and just soak up the atmosphere, And both of them said Falcons fans were thick down there in Houston. Like everybody in America was rooting for the Falcons. Unless you're from the New England area, you were rooting for the Falcons. So he said there was nothing but Falcons fans down there, jerseys and everything. And to lose like that, it just hurts, man.